It's interesting because, you sit there and you have the online stuff to do, quote, your research to see what's the best product to do to survive hell. It's like, well, we should probably build Adobe houses and not ask for money, and then provide the best, technological advances to help keep it cool and comfortable and people healthy, and get real King Solomon real fast. The things we're doing for marketing and irrationality are definitely a threat to just logic and reason. As human beings, we should be logical and reasonable, you know, and the best, understand truth. Life's eternal and grace is infinite. And then when you understand truth, you're faithful to that truth. And then as we're going through, and I used to get, I'm not as frustrated as I was about the irrationality of it and stuff, because the technology's changing and I could feel it. And I was frustrated before because I was like, guys, you could, okay. And then I realized, I think that's why I've been so depressed the last 3 months, is I think it's the mind rape of the 4-year-old. I wanted yeah, especially when I watched the Nightline and the Entertainment Tonight the other night. Yeah, I finally went, okay, this ain't, it was never meant to happen. Okay. But there's 8 billion people on the planet. I know. That's the cool part. I think, when you're a 4-year-old, that attachment to a child that's looking for this romantic outcome his whole life, and then he's 60 and it never happens. I think when you get to the point where you're going to correct the technology and then, survive, stop, eliminate abuse, and recover, I, what I got to realize is, Suzuki told me that too. Maybe she's Japanese. Maybe she is. I don't know. I don't think about that much. I'm a lot like Johnny Rodriguez, But like I said, I don't think of it much. I've never loved anyone more. No, I didn't love Law more than Stephanie, and Stephanie more than Amy, and Amy more than Law or Stephanie. Raquel, but like I said, I don't think of it much. There's someone beside me to help me forget I've never loved anyone more. Um, I didn't love any of the other, if I'd ended up with Miriam or Edna, I wouldn't have sat there. Well, when when you're young and in love, although many teardrops are bound to fall, true love conquers all. Ralph Carter, Michael Evans. Okay. He had like 3 albums out or something like that. I don't know, maybe even more. I'm not sure. People are trying to pay their bills and trying any way to hustle. And hustle and flow sucks. Making something out of nothing. That's why money is an invention, and you shouldn't. Money can't save you, son. Thank you, Nesta. David, did you hear that? David, did you know? Um, I think that's one of the nice parts about the technology, though, because I was so nervous about meeting everybody, because I didn't want to meet everybody. When I was in Sierra Vista, it's like, okay, just act like I don't exist and then just go take credit for it and go live the Lord's Prayer. Yeah, you ran me over in the parking lot of Best Buy. I didn't exist. It's all you did it. Barack Obama did it. He's next in line at Ruby's Barbecue. He's, Adam Moses, David Jesus, John, Bobby Sills, Huey Newt, Malcolm X, and Martin Luther King. There you go. Go, run. On the wings of eagles. You're like the Kennedys and you're God in Massachusetts, right? So I was so encouraging. Just go do that. Just because to me, because nobody in their right mind wants to be a human god, right? Only wackadoodles do. Only wackadoodles. Oh, everybody pay attention to me. Pay attention to me. I am right. You are wrong. I am God. Right? I am the Pope. I mean, so you're going to go out in this big thing, and all these people can be right around for the man to deliver the God words. It's like, now I know how much I'm hot and as God he feels, right? And so you're like, no, Just like that lady from the Baha'i temple told me in Sierra Vista, from Bisbee. No, the guy at the thing said you're not hop, snop, snibber, snobber because you'd have a larger following. I said a religious guy doesn't want a large following. He wants people to live a religious life and go home and do it. This is how we do it. Yeah, Kate's favorite song. Do it. Want to hear Do It, Daddy? Yeah. It's Friday night. The party's here on the west side. And so money ain't related. Money ain't real. Related? Through the glory of God, yes, we all are. But that doesn't mean you should sit there and say, no, we're too closely related to have babies. I'm Peach, you're Brown, let's make a tan kid. Come on, let's get to it. All right, get busy, right? So tan kids are cute, right? The babies are cute. Oh, yeah. I think babies are cute. You've never seen cuter kids and more fun kids than Elliot and Casey. We are gathered here today in the sad continents to say goodbye to Casey. Or was it Elliot? I think it was Casey. It was funny, though. Dad forgot about it. I remembered it. He said, yeah. He called him up and said, because he had to get his hair cut. We're gathered here today in sad continents to say goodbye to his hair. I'm like, I like this kid, man. I like them. They remind me of Noah. Yeah, they're very funny. You've never met better kids and you never saw cuter toddler choogies than those two little blonde haired blue-eyed cuties. Oh, they're the cutest. Oh, Julie's kids are the cutest. They're the cutest. You never met better boys than Casey and Elliot. They remind me a lot of Noah. Oh, they're the cutest. They're fun. Personalities, like Art. Art? Yeah, and his brother John. I'm just kidding, Art and like Art. Being silly. Okay, bad joke. Oh, damn, it's a Dr. Rick moment. Okay, but do you understand? Come on, man. Work with me here, son of a bitch. Okay, not Casey and Ella. No. They have a very good mommy. Oh, excellent mommy. You never met much better than Julie. You never. No, she's one of the coolest people. Yeah. She's a good daughter. Yeah, she is a good mom, a good person. She's a sweetheart. Yeah. She's very likable. Wisconsin's best. Yeah. And so, when you get people like that, it's just crazy, Like Elena it was weird, when she got all freaked out on me and broke up because of Anthony Ward. It's like, how can you not think he's one of the cutest toddlers on the history of the planet? He's yeah. Okay. When I brought him over, all the rest of the people, he's so cute, isn't he? Though, got the little round cheeks and little full lips and a little button nose and big black eyes. He's Dad, and he would always call me Dad. It's like, I'm not Dad. He goes, do you play? Oh, dads are for play. Okay. Well, that means you got a good dad. So it's like, that's good. Dad. Okay. So I liked that. I'm like, that's good. Dads are for play, So yeah, full Gilbert Ward, and play. Dad. Yeah. Yeah. His karate. Yeah. Patrick tried to educate him. You don't like Darth Maul. He's Darth Punk. He killed Qui-Gon Jinn. He's a punk. That's what Patrick referred to him as Darth Punk. You killed Qui-Gon Jinn. Don't worry about it. No one was injured in that movie. Little Margaret didn't die, and neither did Liam Neeson. He's the voice of God in the Narnia movies. Yeah. The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. Oh, we suck again. We're on the catwalk. You're funny. Trust me, I know funny, and I'm funny. No, I know funny, and you know funny and N-O funny, but I'm K-N-O-W funny. I know I'm funny. I'm funny. But you, I need money to fuck. That's not funny. That gets people raped to death and killed and murdered, and El Chapo is being famous, and you watch this. I hate those videos. I don't watch them. Here's what happened. The history, and it has this woman on all fours with the white guy standing and grabbing the black woman. It's like, watch that? No. Why? I don't want to put the sin into thought. To commit the sin in the mind is the same committed in the flesh. What do you want? I want privacy for Porgy and Bess. I love you, Porgy. Don't let 'em take me. Don't let 'em handle me and drive me mad. As if I can, I'd like to stay with you here forever, 'cause I got my man, right? That was written by white people, right? Is that Rodgers and Hammerstein or something like that? How empathetic of them. Yeah, but it was only to make money. Let's live the Lord's Prayer. Then if you have to go listen to it or watch it, okay. But if you don't have to, don't go relive it. Some things that were forgotten should have been forgotten were not, and other things that should have been remembered were not. Lord's Prayer, perfect. Whoa, porno. Okay, let's forget the porno and go for the Lord's Prayer there. There's no curtain with Monty Hall, Deal or No Deal, or no suitcases with the cute little mountaintop girl from the Will Smith movie with the asshole in French, right? Make it stop. I'm working on it. But you're saying, comic books, they're overrated. I sat and watched them. I had them all, the Teen Titans, the Justice League, and Aquaman, and you're like, that ain't them fish's real voices, and they wouldn't been, and there's no seahorses that big, and it's like, what are they doing? Selling plastic toys. What's plastic? Death and decay from mass murder of Arabs. To what? Have the gasoline wars, which we're still having today. It's 2026. Not 1776, not 1876, okay? Not 1976. Okay. It's 2026. Pick up sticks. It's not 1966 either. It's a good year. That was a very good year. A year for messiahs being born in New Mexico. Just one. I'm the only one. Okay. Only Messiah in the family. Oh, like Joseph and Daniel and David. Yes. The only one. The one Messiah, yes. The old Watkins told me there's got to be at least 10,000 of you. Were there 10,000 Muhammad's or Jesus is there? I know 10,000 people went on the Hajj, but it was Muhammad who was the source of the Hajj there. He's the Rose of Mecca, no one else. Right. So, Muhammad, Messiah. Everybody else, hey, he's the Messiah. Good call. Don't want to look bad crucifying Jesus for money there. So the Arabs were like, well, we're not doing this to our Messiah, Muhammad. Well, what happened? He's the head of the mass murder for the oil corporations. And strap yourself with C4 and blow people up for another movie deal for a Tom Clancy novel. According to all the Arabs that say they're Muslims. That's not true. Not all. There's some Arabs that say they're Muslims that are probably either dead or being tortured and killed by me on a Syriana movie with George Clooney there selling us coffee. Isn't that the same as selling us cars and phones? Yes, made out of petroleum out of it, dead Arabs, and also dead raped girls in Juarez. Yes. That's disgusting. I know. Why don't you stand up for a Lord's Prayer yesterday? All my troubles seem so far away. Do you own the catalog to the Beatles? Are you one of the richest people alive? Are you sure you're really wealthy? I don't think you're as wealthy as Bob Marley was, but they give us a movie and say, this is what he said. Are you sure Bob said that? I don't think Russell Means really knows Crazy Horse at all. I don't think people know Cochise at all. I cried when Cochise died. That's a movie called Cooley High. That's the Cochise she's talking about. She ain't talking about the man that saved women and children from mass murder by understanding the brutality of the people that were ordered to kill and followed those orders. He killed the person who gave the order, but he didn't kill the people that followed the order. They killed his brother and his wife. I cried when Cochise died too, because nobody recognized what a beautiful man he was and how much like King David he really is. Forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do. And tell him I love him and it'll be all right. Tell him. I used to really like that song because I thought she was singing it to the spirit of me. Then I realized, no, it was a brown man. Because peach people are bad. Does that include Casey and Elliott? According to Miss Lauryn Hill, yes. That's why Alan Gibson doesn't like her. Because she talks shit about, well, if a white girl bought my album. He said, if my sister bought her album and liked her album, I think that's wrong. I don't think he should treat my sister like that. If my sister feels empathy and respect for Lauryn Hill and people like Lauryn Hill, I think Lauryn Hill should return that empathy and respect to my little Scottish sister. I totally agree. How about Michael Clark Duncan laughing at the blue eyes from the Scottish kid with the picture painted, colored by the Scottish kid about Barack Obama. And Barack Obama didn't live up to that family love. No. He thanked the military for sexually exploiting and abusing my family because we're bad and they're good and they're going to kill all the bad people with all the good people. Live the Lord's Prayer. Death takes care of itself. We're born to die. Even though you're gone, 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 my nigga just rest your soul and I'll see you at the crossroads. I hope Gaines is okay. I mean, I hope he's still alive and well. And, Anthony Gaines, good man. Yeah, good man. Yeah. I think anybody from Detroit that knows Anthony Gaines, especially Rod Sturdivant, if he's still with us, knows, yeah, he's right. He's a good man. He's a good man. Anthony Gaines, yeah, good man. You don't meet much better guys than him. Yeah. He's a good person. Yeah. Miriam Delegro, Montalvo, Mercado, Parsons, you're a good friend. Montalvo, in order to have good friends, you have to be a good friend. Okay? Otherwise, you can't keep a good friend. Okay? Oh, and Montalvo, she's a good friend. Soli, good friend. Yeah. Brian Leroy Hall, yeah. Okay. Lots of good friends. Yeah. Good friends we've known, good friends we've lost along the way. In this great future, you can't forget your past. So dry your tears, I say. No woman, no cry. No woman, no cry. Little darling, please don't shed no tears. No woman, no cry. I think people that watched James Van Der Beek and Chadwick Boseman die from chemical poisoning and stress, I think they know what love is, but they don't know me, so they don't know love, right? And all these people are, I'm dying from cancer and I'm not your brother. It's like, we're all dying from cancer. Yeah, but we can survive, stop, eliminate abuse, and recover. I understand that. And some do it better than others. Yeah, and I get abused and treated like shit because I can. Without having my body parts ripped out, without getting radiation treatment. You know what my radiation treatment is? I'm going to get a Chase Lounge this year. Okay? And 20 minutes on my backside and 20 minutes on the front side every day. I'll go out there one day and lie for 20 or 30 minutes on my stomach, listening to music. Of course, my MP3. It's a small circle of friends around here. And then the next day, lay on my back. And the next day, and get the whole everything. It's not going to be a Havana pig that isn't all over tan. I'm not going to do that to my neighbors. I'll wear my shorts, but I'll get out there and lay on the patio so it's private, and do that as much and as early as I can before the big mosquito wars come. To go find another place out near the parking lot or wherever to go to, because the mosquitoes will try to eat you alive. But when it starts, which is soon. So as soon as I can buy a Chase Lounge. In the meantime, before I can buy a Chase Lounge, maybe this weekend I should just put on a pair of shorts, my headphones when it's 86 degrees, and lay out there and let it hit the shins, and like I did the last summer. But I should do both, because the more detoxing across the whole body you can do to get the poisons out, the better. And I was told I should do it last year. I said, why? You all should be standing up to the Lord's Prayer yesterday. Oh, you own all the music to the Beatles catalog, and okay, you're a multi-billionaire. Son of a biscuit eater, we suck again, right? So you understand me? I don't think most people have a clue of what Muhammad or Jesus is like, or Cochise for that matter, or Barboncito, Manuelito, Tishna, Little Hawk, Crazy Horse. And you think they would. Okay, that's Totoro Suzuki. Well, yeah, they have parts of the catalog, but they told them that. Okay? There are certain things you're going to want to say that are absolutely perfectly understood and perfectly intelligent. And they'll never see the light of day while you're alive. No one will ever know. The Lord's Prayer is perfect applied physics, that it transcends all religious conflict. Suzuki would have talked about it numerous times. They killed the entire village that understood it in Japan because they betrayed the Japanese for supporting an American. Hi, I'm that American. That's horrible. I know, and I'm not even Italian there. I do really like Tony Reyes' Quando. Anybody else? Volare, oh, cantare, oh. I have to learn the words to that one. I love it because I really like that song, and I like to sing About the Muna and the Juna and the T42. Volare, oh, cantare, oh, I'll learn the words. I'm not a bad singer. Natalie says I'm a good shower singer, and I believe her. I raised her. Okay. I love you, Ray Ray, wherever you are. And if the things I saw on your YouTube mean you're going to be having a baby, I bet you the baby's going to be cute because I saw the guy you're with, and he's a cutie pie. Yeah. You guys have absolutely gorgeous kiddos. Think they'll be more peach than tan? Most babies are. Yeah, it's true. Okay. They're cute. Okay. So, okay, my beans are done. I got to go salt them and get them ready to go. I think I've got about another 20 minutes on the macaroni and cheese. The macaroni and the cheese. I think I'm going to go wash my hiney and go shoot baskets for about an hour. Oh, I'll have to come back in here and check on that. Let's see what time we had of the mac and cheese. Mac and cheese, mac and cheese. We've been talking for 20 minutes, 25 minutes on the mac and cheese. Okay, so I have to go outside, listen to about 5 songs, 6 songs, maybe come back in here, pull the macaroni and cheese out, that's it, and then get some more exercise in. So I'm going to go turn on the heater in my bathroom. Right here. Yes, I got bugged in my head. It was by Amy. She goes, because it was the mold, because I'm being so cheap. I bought a new shower head that doesn't leak and a new shower curtain that doesn't have double fold in it and have any mold on it and stuff. So this is going to be easier to clean and keep clean. So yeah, she bugged me about it. And Earl, I'm like, what? You're so cheap. I'm not cheap. I'm just frugal. No. Cheap are the people that see life as a commodity and mass murder people over money. I'm not cheap. I'm frugal. I'm being abused by assholes that mass murder people over money and surviving. Survive, stop, eliminate, abuse, recover. I'm the Messiah. They a liar. Why are you yelling at me? You think I'm Donald Trump and Barack Obama's business partner? Morning Ralph, morning Fred. Right? No, not me. I'm not a Mel Blanc cartoon. I'm a man. Yes, I am, and I can't help but love you so. Got to bring the garbage can back in, too. All right. I got these new mechanical pencils. I like the way they write. Oh, my gosh, it's so nice. Yeah, I got Pato and Roger. Don't come around here no more. Okay. Tom Petty. Tupac and Smart Aleck. Is there anything else we need to put on there, guys? Tupac, Smart Aleck. Shut up! I shouldn't ask questions like that. I'm getting all kinds of noise in my head. Look, not everybody has the same taste you do. I've got lots of Whitney Houston. Run to You and... I know Every Woman's on that soundtrack too, isn't it? What else? There's another one like Run to You. I want to run to you. I have nothing. Okay, there's I run to you and I have nothing. I have nothing, nothing if I don't have you. Okay, so it's I want to run to you and I have nothing. I have those on the MP3. Thank you, whoever, whenever, wherever. Don't stalk people, with your phone because they're being gorgeous homosexuals for marketing for genocide. You guys should pray to Jesus more often and listen to him because he's muy más inteligente. I think you're in a bubble of a Wi-Fi zone to keep you distracted so you can't really listen to Jesus. You're just given a thing like with my sister Pancha, Jesus told me to believe in his book. No, he didn't. No. The genocidal operators at NASA told you to believe in his book. No. Jesus said believe in him. He didn't say the Bible. He said him. Yes, he did. Jesus doesn't tell people to believe in a book. Jesus told me when I was a kid, he goes, Earl, don't study that book and obsess on that book. It drives people mad. Jim Jones, David Koresh, John Brown. Okay, how many people that have read the Bible have declared themselves the people in the Bible and then mass murder to bring about the story that they don't understand called Revelation with the quote-unquote apocalypse? Okay, the apocalypse is living the ways of the apostles worldwide. Oh, so yes. And Armageddon is mass murdering till we live the apocalypse. That's what's happening now. Heaven and hell are a state of being. Oh, Hebrew 1-on-1. It was on the Big Bang Theory, but they don't explain it well enough because they're not intelligent. Well, if you can't explain saying simply, you just don't understand it well enough. Oh, how relativity of you. Do you guys understand? I hope so, because I ain't playing. You know, I might just stay in here for the extra 20 minutes. Set the mac and cheese out. I gotta salt my beans. Salt your beans, and take like I told the lady. I can't have pinto beans without onions in it, but I cut the onions up real big on top. I take them and flush them down the toilet. Then I salt the beans, but it tastes like I have onions in there, but I don't because I don't like onions. So I don't like onions either. Me too, but I like the flavor because I was raised New Mexican. So I put onions in a lot of things, but I use big pieces of onions to put the flavor in, and then I can work around the onions and not have to eat them. Like when my Mom, if you could get away with putting onions on apple pie a la mode, you would. And she would sit there, I wonder how onions would taste in an apple pie. Don't even think about it. Mary Ann Murphy Parsons, no. Mary Poop, no. Even them damn onions. Then I married Amy. Same palate as my mother on almost all things. Yeah, I always tell everybody, she wants the onions. Yeah, I'm the one with the good breath. Onions really don't give you that bad a breath. No, it's just a joke. I like onions, but just don't like to. No, fresh onion. No, gosh, no. Oh, Shelby would tell me that. So did Mom. And no honest people walk around and eat them like they're eating on apples. You're kidding, right? Good God. Hi, what are you going to do? I'm going to torture myself. I'm going to eat an onion like I'm eating an apple. Okay. You must be from Nolans. I love you, all right? Peace out, man.